Hello, my loves. Yes, we're live. Hello, hello. A big topic today that I'm very excited to talk about and was feeling so called to come here and chat about it. It's been brewing inside of me lately. How are we all? Let me know if you're joining live, or just give me a hello or drop a love heart to let me know if you're here watching the replay, hashtag replay. Okay, feeling anger, rage, sadness, and how this is actually your medicine. And really, it's one of the underlying elements of all the work that I do, because I believe we can't work around or talk about the feminine if we're not speaking about these topics as well, which is, like I said, a big element of actually my programs also, if you've worked with me in the past. So, and it was coming up for me because I've been journaling a lot lately and just looking into these aspects of myself where in the past, all those moments where I have, gone into the depths of my own darkness and felt that rage, felt that anger. And it feels like a death, actually. And I've gone through some of these in my life, like over my lifetime, pretty intensely. Let me know if you have as well. It's like this feeling of, like destruction within you. And to be honest, I wouldn't be sitting here today speaking to you about this and doing all these wonderful projects for women who join my path if I hadn't gone through and allowed those feelings of rage to really move through me. And yes, I have been called crazy, not to shame men here or anything, but yeah, I have been called crazy many, many times by men in the past. And that's just because they are also living in this world of, not being educated around the diversity and the expansiveness of a woman's range of emotions, and part of that is the love as well as the anger. Let me know if you've been called crazy as well in the comments. This is like a real thing, and we need to be talking about this. It's important. We need to start normalizing this talk, especially with this whole, the divine feminine is popping up a lot lately. And we can't talk about this either in spaces of sexuality. Sorry, we cannot be in spaces of sexuality, speaking about sexuality, if we're also not tending to these topics, which I also do in my upcoming program, Come Home to Yourself. So I really wanted to speak about this and come on here and just share my insight to just from my own experience as well about rage and loneliness and sadness, nervousness, confusion, all these icky topics that we tend to bypass, especially in this space of light and love. And we do need love and light. We do need it. And that's everything. I think love is everything, but we also need to come into a great acceptance of all the other feelings as well. And this is how we come into our wholeness, as we cannot have a world of love and light if we don't have a world and acknowledge all these other feelings, such as anger and frustrations, because what ends up happening is a repression and a buildup of ickiness in our womb, which then also ties in with sexuality, which I won't go into today, but I will another time for sure. And definitely in my program. So it's like, I'm just going to take a moment here, actually. And I think before we continue to receive this message, let's just ground ourselves, just take a little moment to just presence ourselves, because this is a topic that makes us turn a little bit. We're not used to speaking about these things. So just take a moment and notice right now where your breath is residing. Is it in your chest? Is it short or long? How's your belly? Is it tight? Is it soft? Just feel into that. And wherever you're feeling tension in this moment, perhaps you're feeling tension, it's unconscious, because you're here in this space, can you just breathe into that space of tension and just with your breath, allow that tension to just release a little tiny bit, breathing in through the nose, holding the breath in that space here, allowing the breath to just melt away that tension and exhale out through the mouth. And coming back into this space, and give yourself permission to receive this transmission right now. Can you do that? Just say yes out loud. Yes. Hold your heart and say yes. Yes. So, yeah, we need to acknowledge all of these feelings. It's like night cannot exist without day. The feminine cannot exist without the masculine. Light cannot exist without darkness. We cannot have a world of beauty without the ugliness, without the messiness. And it is in this darkness where we grow the most. So it's about feeling it all and giving ourselves permission to do so. And right now, we just asked our hearts for permission. Can you just hold your womb in this moment? Tune into your womb right now and give yourself permission to feel everything. Can you do that? So this is the place where we allow ourselves to go into this nothingness, this void. And it usually, this begins when you start to do the work of tuning into your yoni and your womb. Because when you do this work, you begin to realize the capacity that you have to hold your range of emotions, and you're not afraid to then meet with all of these powerful energies anymore. There's nothing scary about it when you allow yourself to go there, because we begin to create spaciousness as well when you meet with these emotions, and you meet them with, you begin to realize that you can, when you stop restricting yourself from going there, you meet yourself with love, with your own love for realness, authenticity to start growing, because your growth cannot occur without the foundation, which is the darkness. And it's so important for our whole existence here, because it's where we discover our truth, the truth about ourselves. It's where, and in this is where we become free. Free because we don't get stuck in the idea of brokenness and fixing. You realize you're already free. And and this happened to me as well, like I was saying, maybe about 10 months ago, I went through a really dark period of my life, and there was just so much anger and rage built up. And it was due to someone else, their projections onto me and how they were speaking to me. And there was a moment of where I have had enough. Like, there was just so much rage and anger there built up. And it was from this moment that I realized, you know what? I'm not in integrity of myself right here. This just needs to stop. And from that moment is where so much bloomed. So many creations occurred. I think it was a year ago, actually, wow, time just goes so fast. I keep referring to things like 6 months ago, but actually, no, it was a year ago. So this is all about knowing how to hold the darkness within yourself without staying there as well. That's the other thing that we need to remember. Hello, beautifuls. Thank you for your love. I'm seeing you. So this means about knowing how to be frustrated, how to be angry, how to be sad without staying there, without needing to work out, what the hell do I do with this now? Or without collapsing, without numbing, without doing more with it, or pretending that it's all okay, or trying to come up with A, B, C, D strategies with what next. Yes, of course, we can have the tools and the space, the safety. That is so important to move through all of this, but it's about feeling it all. And it's so easy to say to another, oh, you should do this and that, so you don't have to feel this anymore. Or why do you feel like that? What are you going to do about it? And what happens here is that we just cover these feelings like a Band-Aid, which is always temporary. And then we stay in this need to fix, which encourages this idea that we are broken, or that there is still more healing to be done. And so we might go into, patterns of going out or numbing yourself with Netflix, instead of really feeling whatever you're feeling. And we just go into this pattern, and it just creates this exhaustion. Let me know if you're going through something like that now, or you definitely have gone through this in the past, and feel safe to share this with me in the comments. You are safe here to let us know. And when you share this with all of us, you give permission for other women to share as well. So just the spaces for you to let us know if you have felt this. And if you've done this, there's nothing wrong with doing this. We've all done it. We all have numbed ourselves. The thing is, when we do this, what we're really doing is covering up the heart of the matter is, and that is your truest, deepest feeling that your body, your womb, your yoni is requiring you to feel, to then come out of it with more reverence and love. Because when you don't allow your emotional body to feel all of these things, these really important, authentic, raw, vulnerable feelings, they just continue to dig further into your being. It becomes your being. And then unfortunately, it does manifest in destructive ways, right? like that wound that just keeps bleeding, you know, like with the Band-Aid on your skin. It just continued. Yeah, it will stop for a little while, right? So yeah, we could this could also show up in ways how we may speak to other people, and we don't even realize we're doing it. You know, we may be projecting onto them, or it shows up in this need to always be right about something, but you're really wanting validation, or it shows up in defensiveness or anger. And most of the times it happens in situations in our closest relationships. And I won't go into this, but this is generally what causes that friction as well in the relationship. As well, this can show up in pain during sex because we end up accumulating this emotional, energetic tension in our pelvic region, which does have an effect on our ability to also have sex. So, or sorry, I'm just coming up with other ways that it can show up. The repression of these real feelings is that you may feel emotional after a sexual experience. So again, let me know in the comments if you have experienced any of these. I have experienced the pain during sex. And this is something that we need to always be clearing out as well. This is not like a one-time thing. Oh, okay, I've done this practice one time to release and let go. That's it, I'm done. No, this is your chance to continue tending to your beautiful weeds to make space for your flowers to grow in your womb. And this is something as well that one of the things that we start in the Come Home to Yourself program is that I do start with a womb and yoni cleanse, an energetic cleanse. It is one of the first things that we do to make space for newness and just spaciousness and love to come through. So yeah, what's important here is that we know how to hold every single emotion, that we feel into every single sensation. Acceptance is key. Honor is key. How many times I hear women say, oh, you know, I'm feeling this, but it's okay. You know, it's okay. I do find myself doing that too sometimes. I'm aware of it. But we can change this in our own acceptance and honor. And also when I'm feeling this rage, Carlos, my partner, you know, I have to educate him too, because he's not in a woman's body. So when he sees me going through something such as frustration, let's say, and you know, the first thing he wants to do, because this is the masculine way, is to go into a very quick fix. What can I do? Tell me what needs to be done. There's nothing that needs to be done. And I have to continue sharing this with him, but I can because I'm aware of what's happening in my own body. And that's the important part here. If you take away anything, it's all about awareness and acceptance. So yeah, instead of putting as well this new age spin on just saying, just surrender to whatever it is, you know, yeah, surrender, but really just be aware of it and feel it all. That's it. And pretending these things aren't there or bypassing them or numbing them is also, it doesn't make us strong. What is strength is being so present and rooted and saying, you know what, I feel this, I feel so shit, I'm so pissed off right now, and I just need to process this. I need to sit with it. And you can do that through your journaling, through crying, moving. Oh, just want to, if you know me at all, moving is my medicine and it's everything to me. This is how, and crying. These are the ways that I can do something really in 5 minutes and I've just, my emotions just not part of me anymore. It doesn't have a hold on you anymore. You don't have to stay there. That's the beauty of all of this. And when you don't stay there, you allow yourself to bloom out of this even more. And every time you know how to do this, it just becomes easier and easier for you. It becomes part of your habitual way of being. There's nothing you need to do because you've already practiced it. Yeah. So, yeah, these are some of the ways that you can move through these emotions. Having the tools to express them in healthy ways without staying there. And then when you do this, guess what happens? You see the biggest, most beautiful, bright light there is. You discover more of your own truth and your wisdom. And there is more and more and more and more of you being revealed. And you see a part of you that you didn't even know was there. You didn't even realize that, oh, wow, this is me. You begin to hold space for yourself more and therefore for your children, for your partner. You realize how resilient you are. You become aware of just you in your wholeness without needing to heal anything. You become aware of your own inner cycles as well of life and death and your no's and your yeses, and you just become attuned into this way of being and you stand in integrity of that, right? So, and from that space in it, you then feel much at ease with knowing how to communicate all of this from that place of love and empathy and compassion, because you know how it feels to allow yourself to feel this range of emotions. You've allowed yourself to go there. And remember, in a woman's body, we have this ability to hold everything in one moment. How many of you, I do it all the time, I'm feeling so pissed off, and then in the next second, I find, I don't know, I can laugh about it, you know? And this can be really confusing to people around us. Or I might start crying about something. It's messy. Yes, we are messy. But with your awareness, your love, acceptance, the messiness begins to not take a hold of you. You just realize that this is how it is. This is my essence. And you're not trying to figure everything else out or trying to do anything with that. You just begin to work with it, like naturally. It just becomes this dance between all of your emotions, from love and anger and beauty and messiness and gratitude and and calmness and anger and everything all in one beautiful choreography, let's say. So let's not try to change it. Let's not try to change who we are and our feminine nature, and instead use this as our power and know that, okay, this is coming from somewhere really deep within my womb space. I have this ability to hold all of this with maturity, reverence, and love. And yeah, I'm feeling this right now and it will pass. This is me and my feminine nature. This is my true way. This is my true essence. There's nothing else to it, and it's beautiful. This is your beautiful feminine nature, just like a storm. There's always beauty that goes with the storm. It brings freshness to a hot day, makes the grass and trees greener, and it brings the birds out to sing afterwards. And this is the beauty with our pain and anger. In this space of anger ignites the fuel for newness, for creation. And we need this fire, we need this fuel. This is what brings passion in a healthy way. But you don't have to do this alone at all. These are some of the things that we move through with a lot of reverence in the Come Home to Yourself group container, in the witnessing and holding of other women with other women. And let's, in this group container that where we start on the 1st of October, let's move through these uncomfortable, dark, icky places all the way down here in your womb. Let's be aware of everything that's down here and let it all out through our breath, through our love, through our movement. In the eyes and love of other sisters. And let's ignite our own fire, our passion, our desires together. It is in these our dark moments that bring so much medicine for us. But I'm here to help you through that so you don't have to do it alone. I'm here to offer you the tools so you can take them with you and make them your own in the safety, of course, in safety and love, where we will release what is not serving us, where we release our sexual repression, the shame that has been built up. We release and liberate ourselves from everything that we've been told and shamed about when it comes to our sexuality, especially. Let's do this together. I'd love you to join me in the upcoming group program, Come Home to Yourself, again, starting the 1st of October, where we begin our first bonus. We'll be getting 2 bonuses. We officially begin the second bonus. We will have a full moon blessing ritual together to just honor one another, and then we get into it, beginning with menstruation and the energies within that. So a lot of the focus here is on the womb, your sexual power, igniting and unleashing yourself from your, you know what? Releasing that inner slut within you. Get her out. And we're going to dance that shit out. And we're going to bring love and reverence into this as well. So then you can really move forward in your life with all of your desires that reside not from the noise, that derive not from the noise around you, but what's coming right here. And that's coming up. So let me know if this lands with you, if you're feeling called to this work. I've been really called to work with a group of women right now. I think this is really necessary for all of us. In itself is medicine, I believe. So I have a really special offer, an introductory investment that you can make just for until the end of the month. So let me know if this lands with you, and I'd love to share more with you. And I'm going to leave you here. Do let me know, actually, with this conversation, what is landing for you. Let me know in the comments what really stood out to you. Drop 3 words in the comments if you can. 3 words that boom, 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 stand out to you from this potent message. And tune into your womb right now. What does she have to say to you? Is it acceptance? Honor? What are some words just calling out to you in this moment from this conversation? Let's just take a breath in here before we leave. One hand to heart, one hand to womb. We're just feeling into this, into your medicine of your love and the power of your womb. With your breath in, rise the breath from your womb up to your heart. Feeling this breath expand through your entire body. And exhale out through the mouth, releasing anything else. Just continue to melt into your body with release, trust, honor, and acceptance of all that you are, and you are whole. Thank you, sisters. As always, love you. So much love and passion to you.